my oldest son, and he has one of his friends. One of his friend's parents actually own that restaurant.
Oh,
Interesting.
friends or classmate?
Friend. He said friend. So
Okay.
yeah. He also has another friend that there's a small restaurant in Marlton called Shanghai Express. One of his friends' parents own that.
Yeah, and the owner of the Chef Zhan just took over the restaurant, I think 2 years ago during the pandemic. Before it cost 正斗, the seafood restaurant.
Route 73.
Route 73 seafood restaurant.
Yeah. Route 73 seafood wasn't open very long either. It was only a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Good evening, Yuchi.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. What did you do today?
I played with my grandchildren
Good.
This morning.
Okay.
This afternoon, studied the English.
Okay.
Walked for an hour before class.
Okay.
Very relaxed today.
Okay. Did you play inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay. Yeah, it is very hot out there.
Outside is very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Helena, it looks like Helena is hot.
Yes.
How are you, Helena?
I'm fine. Yesterday, I and my classmates have a party and we talk each other, talk about life and sing thought. So we very happy.
Yeah. Are you doing any more traveling?
No, because the weather is very hot and my company can't allow me move anywhere.
Yeah. What's the temperature in Hangzhou?
Oh, very hot. Today is 36.
So it's about 95 F. Yeah.
Very hot.
We were close to that today here, but Hangzhou, of course, is very humid.
Yeah, we are dry. Yeah, more drier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Lucy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What did you do today?
Today, my husband and I, from fishing house, go home.
Yeah.
Back home. Yeah.
So, do you usually stay there Saturday into Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you work today?
No work.
Okay. All right. Okay, Xiaojian, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. What did you do today?
I went to Tractor's Price with my husband to buy chicken feed. Yeah.
Okay.
I like chicken.
Do you have chickens or is this for Lucy? Okay.
哎，那个什么意思是 chicken 什么火鸡呀？
鸡爪
鸡爪啊鸡爪怎么说 chicken 什么
，chicken feet。
chicken feet 啊 chicken feet 鸡的爪。
Yeah, Lucy has 4 chickens.
Yeah, for chicken. Yeah,
That's 8 chicken feet.
yeah.
So,
I
Shasha,
chicken feet.
do you have chickens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, maybe I said it wrong. I bought some food for chicken feed.
Yeah, no, you were right. Chicken feed. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah, we
misunderstood.
have
Okay.
we
Yeah.
have six. Let me check. Seven chicken and 6 chick.
Wow.
Small chicken, yeah.
Okay. But you now how much land do you have?
7.
Annie, I don't think she understood my question.
老师说你后院有多大？
后院啊？
Yeah.
Oh, backyard. Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I know you do have a garden. You now have the chickens. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we my husband made a chicken house, chicken pool. Yeah.
Pen.
2
Actually,
chicken
coop.
pool.
The English term for that is chicken
I forgot.
coop.
Oh, chicken coop. Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot. So got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken coop. Made a 2 chicken coop. One is for big chicken, the other one is for chick. Yeah.
There
Chicken
are
coop, yeah.
there's some things in English I really don't understand. For example, like I said, it's called chicken coop.
Mhm.
Annie used the
Yeah.
word pen.
Yeah.
We use that for pig.
Oh, really?
Oh, pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
That's totally different.
Yeah. Don't know why one
Oh.
is a coop and one's a pen, but
Yeah, chicken coop. Oh, pen.
yeah, it's like I said, interesting. Different words we have in English. Okay, let me go to where am I? I'll go to Anna. How are you, Anna?
Good.
Okay, and you are on summer vacation?
Yeah.
Good, good. So what did you do today?
I played piano and I went to Popeyes and McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Popeyes at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay.
His favorite.
So which do you like better, Popeyes or McDonald's?
To be honest, it's McDonald's.
Okay, that's fine. I actually I'm not really too fond of Popeyes. They're okay. I would probably say McDonald's still. Okay. And British, how are you?
Oh, fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, thank you. What did you do today?
Today, we went to shopping.
Okay.
For next week.
Okay. It was good. You corrected yourself, which is always good.
Yeah.
You said went shopping. Good. Okay. What you said for next week? What food shopping?
Food.
Yeah. Okay.
For food.
I have not gone food shopping in like 3 weeks.
Oh.
So what did you eat every day?
First of all, my younger son is not home.
Oh, okay.
So, I just buy things that I can heat up very quickly. So I go to Walmart and pick up stuff that I can just put in the air fryer. So I will have to go shopping probably this week. He's coming back on Tuesday. So before we start, this is actually, well, I'll ask everybody this. More so, I'm going to ask Anna this. Have you, anyone here heard of the word troll or trolling? Troll.
Trolling.
Yeah, like, I'm guessing nobody. Anna, are you familiar with trolling?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll put that on the board. Trolling is a word. It started out as a noun. It comes from mythology, but so the original noun was troll. They now use trolling as a verb. It means to bother or annoy somebody online. So make comments and things like that. One reason I mentioned this is there's a boy that I know. He's 18 years old. He invited me to his high school graduation last week. So when I went to get the ticket, I told him about the conversation classes, and he said to me, "I'm gonna join, and I'm gonna troll you." So he actually joined on Tuesday. And Tuesday is a little bit different. Tuesday, we usually just take the words and make sentences with them. So one word we had on Tuesday was busy. So I said, use busy in a sentence. And he said to me, I was busy sleeping. So then another word was enjoyed. So he said, I enjoyed my sleep.
Sleep. Going to sleep.
Like I said, he was trolling me. Okay. It's interesting. His name is Ben. He came to the United States about 6 years ago and didn't speak any English. And so to be able to go on and actually troll me like that was really good.
So he's from
Okay.
China?
Yeah.
From China. Okay.
So,
interesting boy.
Yes. He's very quiet, like most of the Chinese teenage boys, but he does have a good sense of humor, which is good. We're going to look at the words, and before we actually look at the words that are in the dialogue, I'm going to go to the last word. The reason I put that on there, it is cameralistic, and I actually had never heard of that word.
Camera.
Yes, cameralistic.
Cameralistic.
I had never heard of it. When I was trying to find the appropriate translation for financial on the translation site I was using, they showed cameralistic, and basically it has to do with public financing. So it was something I learned. I actually learned it from a Chinese website. Like I had never heard of that word before.
About the economy.
The one I said was financial. So
Financial.
yeah. Like I said, completely new to me. Never saw it, never heard of it until yesterday. Okay. So we have for our words benefits, broaden, types, politics, fashion, culture, tourism, sorts, popular, leading, source, reliable, and financial. Okay, we are going to be talking about newspapers and magazines. Before we actually look at that, again, do that again. Question, let me stop sharing for a moment. Again, this is a question for Anna. I'm just curious. For my sons are 22 and 19, 23 and 19. And I don't think they've ever actually read a physical newspaper, simply because of the generation. So Anna, have you ever actually read a physical newspaper where you got a newspaper and had it in your hand and actually read it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, most everyone else here has probably actually done that simply because of our ages. And for the younger people, newspapers are still sold. Magazines are sold. I'm actually surprised if you go into like Barnes and Noble, they had an entire aisle of magazines. I don't know if people buy them, but they have it. And newspapers, I mean, I see them in Walmart, I see them in ShopRite. But one interesting thing about newspapers, a big difference, I found this out about 3 years ago. Newspapers used to be about 50 cents for the weekday edition and $1 for the Sunday edition.
Because of the coupons.
Yeah. And then usually on Friday's paper and Sunday's paper, they usually had a lot of car ads, new and used car ads.
Why?
People usually go shopping for a car on Saturday, so that would be the Friday edition. And I guess maybe advertising was cheaper on Sunday, or trying to get people to come in on Monday. Monday is probably the slowest day.
Yeah, network.
So about 3 years ago, I wanted to find a car for my son. So I bought 2 newspapers. Each paper was about $4. This was a Friday paper, $4 for a Friday newspaper each. And there were absolutely no car ads in it. Everything is online now.
They change.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the price doesn't change.
Well, the price was, like I said, price was $4,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, they should decrease the price.
Yeah, they should.
Because without the ad,
Yeah. Yeah, that business, like the article says, that business is really going down. Okay, this time I will open the article and I will actually display it. So, okay, so now I will ask this first. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me.
I print it every time.
Okay. Helen, are you at work?
Yes,
Okay, then I'll let you read first. Helena,
thank
and
you.
let me go with Helena, and where are you? Oh, you're up top there. Okay. Helena and Annie. So Helena, you read the blue, and Annie, you read the black.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. What are the benefits of reading a newspaper or magazine?
Newspapers, magazines can broaden your mind about thousands of things without the need to travel.
I'm sorry. Let me stop you there. I thought I had changed that. I thought I took that slash out. Interestingly, on the recording, it says newspapers and magazines. So let me put that in there.
How often do you read it?
I read it every day.
What's the best time to read the newspaper?
I think the best time is in the morning when you start a new day.
What types of magazines do you usually read?
I usually read politics and fashion magazines. I also enjoy reading about culture and tourism.
What's your favorite magazine?
My favorite is the New York Times, which writes about all sorts of things: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate.
Do you read the paper or online news?
I prefer online news to save money.
How much does it cost you to buy newspaper per month?
I only buy a monthly newspaper, so it doesn't cost much money, around $5 a month.
What is the most popular magazine in your country?
I think it would be Forbes magazine, a leading source for reliable business news and financial information.
With the popularity of internet, do you think newspapers and magazines will disappear?
Yes, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about. I mean, $4 for newspapers.
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go to Anna and Xiaojian. Anna, you read the blue, and Xiaojian, you read the black.
What are the benefits of reading a newspaper or magazine?
Newspapers and magazines can broaden your mind about thousands of things without a need to travel.
How often do you read it?
I read it every day.
What's the best time to read the newspaper?
I think the best time is in the morning when you start a new day.
What type of magazines do you usually read?
I usually read politics and fashion magazines. I also enjoy reading about culture and tourism.
What's your favorite magazine?
My favorite is the New York Times, which writes about all sorts of things: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate.
Do you read the paper or online news?
I prefer online news to save money.
How much does it cost you to buy paper newspaper per month?
I only buy a monthly newspaper, so it doesn't cost much money, around $5 a month.
What is the most popular magazine in your country?
I think it would be Forbes magazine, a leading source for reliable business news and financial information.
With the popularity of internet, do you think newspapers and magazines will disappear?
Yes, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time.
Okay. You two read really well together. It was like your pace, your vocal quality was just so perfect together. That was good. Okay, so let me go to British and Lucy. So British, you read the blue.
Okay. What are the benefits of reading a newspaper or magazine?
Newspapers and magazines can broaden your mind about thousands of things without the need to travel.
How often do you read it?
I read it every day.
What's the best time to read the newspaper?
I think the best time is in the morning when you start a new day.
What type of magazine do you usually read?
I usually read politics and fashion magazines. I also enjoy reading about culture and tourism.
What's your favorite magazine?
My favorite is the New York Times, which reads about all sorts of things: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate.
Do you read the news? Do you read the paper or online news?
I prefer online news to save money.
How much does it cost you to buy paper newspaper per month?
I only buy a monthly newspaper, so it doesn't cost much money, around $5 a month.
What is the most popular magazine in your country?
I think it would be Forbes magazine, a leading source for reliable business news and financial information.
Lucy, let's try it. Financial.
Oh, financial
Good.
information.
Good.
With the popularity of internet, do you think newspapers and magazines will disappear?
Yes, unfortunately, it's just a matter for time.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So Lucy, let's try it. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Lucy, you're getting there's some kind of odd noise coming from your mic.
Mic.
老师说有
Mic
其他的杂音从你的那个麦克风那边传出来。
麦克风。
是不是我老公睡觉打鼾那声啊？
It's no from her husband.
Okay.
My husband knows. Yeah.
Okay.
Living. He is living. Watching TV. Every day. Watching TV.
Oh, sleeping. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In English, that is snoring.
Yeah, snoring.
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 Okay. Wasn't expecting that answer.
You should mute your husband.
All right. I'll read if I can. I'll read this with Yuchi.
What things you love? So, 你们笑什
Annie, you want
么？
to explain why I'm laughing?
哦，刚才 Lucy 读的时候，老师说有杂音从她那个麦克风发出来，然后 Lucy 说是她老公在打呼噜。
哦，那是比较好笑的。呼噜怎么说？打呼噜怎么说
Snoring.
？Snoring 哦
Snoring.
Snoring.
Yes.
No.
Here,
那
snoring.
你老公怎么那么早就睡觉了？
他不是睡觉，他看电视就那样，每天都是电视和催眠曲儿，一看看就，
啊，
不是一会儿又醒，就这样。
哦，
Okay, you shut down the TV and he wake up.
是啊，
Okay. I've never had that happen before. Okay.
I called him later.
All right. So, Yuchi, you read the blue, and I'll try to read the black.
Where are the benefits of reading a newspaper or magazine?
Newspapers and magazines can broaden your mind about thousands of things, and I can't see because without the need to travel.
How often do you read it?
I read it every day.
What's the best time to read the newspaper?
I think the best time is in the morning when you start a new day.
What types of magazines do you usually read?
I usually read politics and fashion magazines. I also enjoy reading about culture and tourism.
What's your favorite magazine?
My favorite is the New York Times, which writes about all sorts of things: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate.
Do you read the paper or online news?
I prefer online news to save money.
How much does it cost you to buy paper newspaper per month?
I only buy a monthly newspaper, so it doesn't cost much money, around $5 a month.
What is the most popular magazine in your country?
I think it would be Forbes magazine, a leading source for reliable business news and financial information.
With the popularity of internet, do you think newspapers and magazines will disappear? Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time. Okay, one of the things I should have put on the vocabulary list, I'll put it on the board. You may see this this is a relatively new term, probably came developed maybe 10 years or so ago. Paywall. So what a paywall is, it's for online websites, online newspapers, magazines, that they usually allow you to read maybe one article. And then if you want to read more, you'll get what they call this paywall, where it tells you you must subscribe, and they give you the cost of a subscription. So you may see that if you go online, you may actually get to a paywall. I've gotten to several of them. I will not pay. Sorry.
Like some ebook, they will give you some like one chapter for free to read. And then if you are interested in this book, you wanna read more, you gotta pay.
Yep. Yeah. That's a paywall. Yeah. Like I said, it's a new term. One of the things in the article, I should have corrected it actually. So let me just explain this. It says here, what's your favorite magazine? And the response is, my favorite is the New York Times. New York Times is not a magazine. New York Times is a newspaper.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that's one of the, used to be one of the most,
I think they also have a magazine called the Times.
they have Time magazine, yeah, but
not the New York Times.
right, yeah. Yeah. So like the New York Times, if they said Time, my favorite is Time magazine, yeah. Time actually covers most of those topics too. They're not related though, at least I don't think they are. Before we actually start, before I ask you a question, this is more out of my curiosity. In going to particularly, the Asian markets, Hung Fa, and then I also have on my Monday class. My Monday class is a very basic class, and so what I did with them was I did these intros. So I would ask them a question, and they would give me a short response, so we kind of get them comfortable speaking. And one woman I asked, the question was, what do you do in the morning? And her answer was, she reads the newspaper. So is it, I'll put it this way, is it still common, particularly with older Chinese people, to actually read physical newspapers?
In the morning, yeah, my dad read.
Yeah,
he reads newspaper in the morning or
Yeah.
evening.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I see the papers in Hung Fa. This lady said she reads it, and one of the things that used to be very common in this country was to a lot of people that live in suburban areas like Cherry Hill, Marlton, parts of Bergen County near New York, take the train into work, and it was very common for them to buy a newspaper and read the newspaper on the train. So, of course, now they look at their cell phones on the train.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about we're talking about reading newspapers or magazines, but a more general sense of this, be it online, a news source, or physical magazine paper. Let's talk about what interests you when you read something. What particular area, what particular topic do you mostly look at? So for me personally, online, I usually look at the news. It's very depressing these days, but I still do it. So, Helena,
Yes.
what particular topic do you usually read about, either online or in a newspaper or magazine?
Now I long time can't read a paper, newspaper, or magazine. Only read exotic 电子的怎么说
Electronic.
electric newspaper.
Okay.
Electric news.
Okay. So what topics are you interested in?
Some news 就是
Okay.
时事的政治 some news news and some 宗教的就是佛教的
Religion.
religion
Okay. I just put it on the board. It's electronic news or e-news.
You like to talk news. You like to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, most things that are online, they shorten to E. So for example, email is just a short form of electronic mail. So this would be e-news.
E-news. Oh, e-news. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Annie, what about you?
New word, e-news.
I think like current affair or local stories recently, like the war about between the Ukraine and Russia, and the abortion ban like a couple days ago.
Okay, yeah. So
in
you
the
tend,
spring, I think the Supreme Court revoked the constitution right to abortion.
yeah. Well, basically, they overturned the previous rule, Roe versus Wade. Yeah. So basically, you read the depressing stuff that I read.
Sometimes not read the news. I just listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I try to work.
I used to do that. I don't drive to work much anymore, but I used to do that. Then we've talked about music before, and I usually listen to what we call soft rock. And there was a local station in Philadelphia that played soft rock, and they changed their format. It's now Latin music.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
I started listening.
I listen KYW 1060.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I started listening then to iHeartRadio, which is basically a web-based thing that has stations all over the country. So the one I primarily listen to now is one that's in a city called Chillicothe.
In where?
I think it's Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah. It's like, so I actually get the Chillicothe, Indiana news. You know, they'll give a traffic report. Highway 410 is closed. Okay.
Yeah, traffic.
Not very useful for me, but okay. Yuchi, so what do you usually read, or what types of news?
I like to read the news.
Okay. Yeah. So
老师说是哪一方面的新闻？就你比较关注哪一个方面的新闻？比如政治啊，或者是像 Harina
politics.
Politics.
Current events would fall into, like Annie was talking about, with Supreme Court decision, the war between the Ukraine and Soviet Union, Russia rather.
Russia.
But that's an old term, isn't it? Soviet Union. Okay, Lucy.
That's different generation.
Yes.
I usually like politics and fashion.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, Xiaojian.
Yeah, I usually read current events that happened recently and affect our life. Yeah. I also like to read about economic, financial, about travel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Things that affect our lives, like gas being $5 a gallon.
Drop down a little bit.
Yeah.
In a couple of days.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. I just wait.
Yeah. Fortunately, like I said, I don't drive very much now. My son is on summer vacation, so I used to take him to the train station every day. I'm not doing that, so I go out maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and it's Walmart, really, 5 minutes from my house.
And the gas price is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I just calculate the cost of the gas price. If my son, yeah, he start the summer camp tomorrow. So I just told him 1 round $5.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, gas cost. Yeah.
What type of car do you have?
Audi Q7.
Okay, so it's not too bad on gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some of the bigger one, my neighbor has a
Truck,
I think,
the big truck. Yeah.
yeah, he's got like a Ford Bronco. It's like,
Yeah.
it's 2 miles per gallon.
You burn money.
Yes. British?
Oh, I like with the current events, bigger events, things. Okay, and fashion, and surrounding changing.
Okay, so like environment.
Yeah, environment
Okay.
changing.
Before I ask Anna for an answer, I do have to ask you this, Anna. Anna, have you ever heard of the Soviet Union? Anna? Anna, you're muted.
Sorry, I was washing my hands.
That's okay. Have you ever heard of the Soviet Union?
No.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Generation gap.
Yes. Very, very briefly, Soviet Union was a large group of countries controlled by really by Russia. So it was a lot of Eastern Europe that were under the control of Russia, of Moscow, and it was referred to as the Soviet Union. It fell apart in like the early 1990s. That's why I didn't expect you would have heard of it. Okay, so Anna, what kind of news interests you? Anna? What kind of news interests you?
I see.
Is that Alicia?
Yeah, Alicia.
Okay. Anna has a very young sister. I think she's 3 years old. So, okay. And it's probably time for Alicia to go to bed. And she doesn't want to. Okay. So we'll go with this one. How often do you look at the news? Is it every day? Is it more than once a day? Or is it only a couple of times a week? Maybe she can't talk because of Alicia. British, how often do you look at the news or listen to the news?
Newspaper, I read once a week. Yes.
All right.
Once a week we have got a newspaper.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that a Chinese newspaper?
In China, we
老师说你
newspaper.
你这份报纸是中文报纸吗？
Oh, English.
Oh, okay. What's the name of it?
就是好像就是社区的报纸吧，就是name
It's
is
local newspaper.
yeah
It looks like USA Today.
yeah Cranberry
Oh, okay.
yeah
Okay. Very local newspaper.
hometown newspaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to have that in Marlton. They stopped printing it though. I guess nobody read it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have a local newspaper called
Oh, you do?
Berlin Sun.
Every
Okay.
Wednesday we got them.
How much is the paper?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think
I
local
just read.
newspaper for local residents is free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
us it was
think
free.
is
Yeah.
25 cents.
Wow.
25 cents.
That's a good price.
Yes.
Okay. Xiaojian, how often do you read or listen to the news?
Use newspaper.
No, not it doesn't have to be newspaper, but
News.
yeah.
Oh, I read news every day.
Okay. Lucy?
Yeah, every day too. Yeah.
Okay. Yuchi?
Every day.
Annie?
I read news every day.
Okay. And Helena?
Yes.
How often do you listen or read that news or even watch the news?
Every day.
Okay. I usually also read it every day. It's just that, like I said, it does get really depressing sometimes. just so much bad news going on that
Around the Philadelphia area every day.
yeah. And you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago there were I think 3 people that were shot in Philadelphia, in South Philadelphia. The other day there was a New York City, a young boy got seriously hurt. He was doing what they call train surfing, standing on top of a moving train, and his head hit something. You know, just like it's really depressing. Okay. Let's talk about it says, what is your favorite magazine? My favorite is the New York Times. They cover business, sports, movies, travel, books, education, and real estate. So we talk, most of us look at the news for current events or politics. Here we have other topics: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate. Of those other topics, I'll ask you 2 questions. Which one do you find most interesting, and which one to you is really boring? So, Anna, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So which of those topics, business, sports, movies, travel, books, education, and real estate, which one do you think is most interesting to you?
Sports.
Sports? Okay. What particular sports do you like?
Basketball.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Do you watch NBA basketball?
Yeah.
What's your favorite team?
I don't know his English name.
Okay. Like Steph Curry?
No.
Okay.
Golden Warrior.
All right. And of those same topics, which one is most boring for you?
Me?
Yeah. Business, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, real estate, which is most boring.
The most boring is business.
Okay. I probably agree with you on that one. All right. British, what is the most interesting of those?
Now, I think it's travel.
Okay. And which is boring?
Boring.
就是你觉得不，就是你最不感兴趣的，
最不感兴趣的
觉得很无聊。
business
Okay.
because I'm retired.
Yeah. Shajan, which is interesting.
I think it's travel.
Okay. And which is boring?
Sports.
Okay. I knew somebody was going to say sports. Lucy?
I interesting in movies.
Okay.
Yeah. Boring is business.
Okay. We're almost unanimous here on the business. Lucy, what type of movies do you like?
Food.
What type of movies do you like?
Movie. I like Chinese movie.
Okay.
But my husband like Korean movie. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. But even at that, I mean, Chinese movies, and I don't know the best way to phrase this, but you do have, of course, you have comedy, and then you have these what I would call very unusual movies where these people are jumping up 20 feet in the air and fighting. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
You mean in the movie?
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
Yeah, it goes beyond dramatic. But they usually in historic times, wearing older older style dresses and things like that, and they'll be having a sword fight, jumping up in the air and fighting with their swords.
古装剧。
Okay.
On the internet, I usually internet watch TV.
Yeah.
老师说你喜欢哪一种类型的电影？就像刚才老师说的那个古装，对呀，古装啊，
古装的啊，
武打的，
啊，
爱情的，
爱情啊，对啊。
我感觉
Okay, that's fine.
Lower.
Okay. What about you, Annie?
I'm interested in movies and travel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm boring in business. Yeah.
Okay. Yuchi?
I'm
你关静音呢？
the most interesting is travel.
Okay.
The most boring is real estate.
Real estate, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Helena?
Oh, I don't like movie. I like American TV show, and I like history and some modern, like the Tudors, London Abbey, and Big Bang Theory.
Okay. You said you like American TV shows.
Yes,
What's your
yes.
favorite American TV show?
Favorite Big
Yeah.
Bang Theory.
Okay. One of the things, this may sound odd to you guys, but it doesn't. One of the things that I work with several children, and one of the things that I talk to them about, they are Chinese immigrants. One of the things I can talk to them about is SpongeBob SquarePants, because it's very popular in China.
Yes.
Yes. Now I see the young children. Young children.
Yes.
We all like Star Sheldon.
Yeah.
He is so smart, and in Chinese, scientist is every 就是 parents like children be a scientist. So we all very like him, and he is very interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Interesting children.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, my son used to watch that all the time, and I knew every cartoon, not watching it, just listening to it. So I knew the words to all the cartoons. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. So anybody have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then thank you, everyone, and I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
See you next week.
All right.
Good
Everyone have a good
night.
evening.
Have a good day.
Bye.